So I was transporting back my
Okay.
kids, and they refused to check in with me. Meaning, like I was the adult
Right.
transporting them back.
Right.
And my son tried to, actually, he did jump out of the running car.
Oh.
And I got scared, so I called the police. But
Right.
they said if you transport your child who's 18
Yeah.
against their will, it's considered kidnapping and they would have to arrest me.
Really?
Yeah. So I don't think, and
Wow.
also you cannot throw them out, it seems, because it's considered what you call,
Abandonment.
no, no, like they have rights.
Okay.
So you cannot like throw them out.
Right.
Okay, you need to go to the court.
Okay.
You have to
Okay.
petition for them to leave.
Oh.
But so whereas my husband says I need to get out.
Okay.
So I actually took off my wedding band and stuff. I mean, like I'm just trying to,
Right.
because they want me. I asked them, what do you guys want from me? They all want only money, financially support us. But if you're going to take us to court, like I told my husband, it is not even a marriage.
Right.
So he says to me, in that case, you need to leave. Still, I am financially responsible, but you
Okay.
need to get out if you go to court. But whereas if you don't go to court, you can stay with us, but still you need to provide. So like I'm like trying to get, so this is the third generation, right?
Okay.
Like my father is financially dependent on me.
Okay.
Whenever he visits me, he expects me to pay him. I'm not taking care of his basic
Right.
needs, but
Right.
still he always is financially dependent.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay.
so now I need to go visit my niece for her commencement, and I
Okay.
have to pay for my dad. Like it never will end. Like you know,
Yeah,
my
yeah,
dad, it will
that's
never end. But that's fine.
right.
My husband, I pay him alimony every month,
Okay.
but still he wants extra because like they wanted a computer. I told them, my youngest one, I said I can, the max I can afford is $500. So my husband
Right.
says, now that you said $500,
Right.
he wants a $1,500, but still pay that 500 so I can
Okay.
pay more. So it's like not even coming from under the night.
Right.
And then my son, the guy who is wants to go to college, I'm
Right.
gonna help him out with college,
Right.
but still he doesn't want to check in. But
Okay.
still he wants me to be financially responsible. And then like you know my kids, like you know when I'm trying to parent, my
Yeah.
husband says
One
you
thing.
should be grateful. He said I would still like to have a relationship with you instead of you thinking like you know it's negative. He thinks it's a positive thing.
Okay. Like
So this
what?
is like
Yeah,
crazy.
that's weird. So your kids want you?
No, but what I'm asking is
Oh.
what is the right of a parent when it because I'm raising three generations of
Right.
adult children, right?
Right.
My husband is now my
Right.
adult child.
Right.
My father is my adult child.
Right.
My two kids who are over 18 is my. So now I'm raising four adult children,
Right.
two foster, two my own, which
Right.
is one of my prayer. Once upon a time, I wanted two of my own,
Yes.
two foster kids.
Okay.
God is fulfilling my wish, and I still have to raise the youngest one.
Right.
Which is we are still co-parenting. Like you know,
Okay.
like the youngest one is 15. So my baby father, I don't even want to call him my husband anymore because I
Right.
feel it's like the roles are changing.
Right. Right.
So
Yes.
this is like we are living together
Okay.
with no responsibility on four people
Okay.
and one person being responsible. But the
That's not fair.
controlling is from the adult who is one of my foster child,
Okay.
which is my baby father.
Yes.
So I'm like saying, what is the responsibility? Because the responsibility all is on one side.
Well, it shouldn't be like that. That's not
But
fair.
that's the way our life is. And actually, the police officer said to me, like you know, he says they have rights.
Oh, okay.
So I even yelled at the police officer. I said, I'm appalled at the way you are
Yeah.
treating this. I said,
Yes.
I called
Isn't
you
it
for
simple?
community support.
Yeah.
And here
And you
you
feel-
are saying things to kids.
Yeah.
And you know what my son said?
And that
I'm afraid
enables them.
she's going to drive off with me. So they blocked my car, top and bottom. So they watched me so that he will make even at that point, he chose to make a phone call to his father
Yeah.
to ask his idea how it should be handled. So even in crisis,
Right.
they didn't even think of like, hey mom, I'm sorry. Like,
Right.
can we talk about it? Or
Right.
so I think it's
That's-
getting to a space, and thank God my emotions were very schooled. I didn't even
Right.
raise my voice, but I'm thinking there is something drastically wrong here.
Yes.
And you know what my baby father says?
Yes.
He says, look at you. 4 people are not agreeing with you. So it means there is insanity in one, that's you.
Wow.
Because he says when a group agrees, the only problem is with one person, it's very obvious the problem is that person. I'm saying, wow. I mean, like,
Oh.
I
Okay.
go to insane hospital and
Yeah.
ground them,
Like,
Thank God
what do
for my wins. I'm like,
Yeah,
but
seriously.
just because 4 people are acting together doesn't mean all 4 are insane. But,
Right.
It's like,
Right.
I'm
Well-
saying it's just getting to a space where I need to learn more. So I even told I'll go to court, find out. And the answer was, if you go to court, you need to get out of the space. I said, okay, when do you want me to leave?
Right.
And so for that answer is why are you even doing it? If you go to court, I'll take more money from you. And I said, you tell me. I am willing. Anyway, we are living. I am living there, whether I pay or not. I said, if you want me to stay, nothing is changing.
Right.
But I said it's not working.
Right.
And if you want me to leave, I'm good. I'm good both ways.
Right.
I said, you decide which role you want me to pay. So
Right.
all of them said the only thing they need from me is money. Everything else they don't need.
Wow. That's sad.
No, it's not sad. Actually, it's very liberating for me. You know what? Like, can you believe it? Like my whole
I
life
know.
is given back. Like I'm
But,
saying,
like,
I can
yes,
rewrite
you're
my
right.
life.
That's true.
You know,
Yes. Yeah. That's true.
So and you know what? Actually, because I work with this population a lot, like I can see how it's turning their wheels.
This is why
So-
I'll never marry.
I know. Actually, that's what I decided when I took the
Never,
wedding ring back. I
never.
said,
Never.
I'm not putting this back on.
No.
Like
I
that's
will
it.
never pay.
Yes.
Ever.
But
I
no,
mean,
but I do
no.
want to be responsible.
No,
See,
of course.
I'm not
For your
walking
kids.
away
No,
from
I understand
responsibility.
that, of course.
But this
That's
is
your
very unique to America because I don't think my
Right.
baby father said, "Why don't you call your dad?" But the problem is that my dad is also financially
Right.
not responsible.
Right.
So like I'm like saying, I cannot even call him because he's not even authority.
Right. Exactly. You can't.
He's in the
ask
same
his-
boat.
Yes. Exactly.
So he
Wow.
says that shows see how sick you are. You cannot even call you because he's going to give you
I
the
can't call
idea.
my father either. It doesn't mean I'm sick.
So, no, but like I'm
You
just
know.
saying, like I can
No, I
see
know.
where he's talked, but that's okay. Like it's
Right.
not even that. That's not even the point. The point is, I need to understand it so that I can create. This is going to be my next book,
Yes. Yes. Yeah.
Mother of Adult Children.
Right. Right.
But that's a role I'm playing now.
Wow. That's so crazy. Like.
But you know what? Thank God it happened.
Yeah. Everything
People
happens
wake
for a
up
reason,
to this
I believe.
fact when they are in the deathbed.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
I've been given
Yeah.
another
exactly.
life. I'm like
Yeah.
saying to really live my
Seriously.
dream because I
Yeah.
packed my suitcase, came here,
Right.
and I got into responsibility bus all this time. And
Right.
now I have a resurrection.
Yes,
I'm like, saying, oh
exactly.
my God.
That's true.
I
Maybe it
actually
is a
felt
good
very,
idea that you-
very liberated. Seriously, like this is
Yeah.
the first time I'm saying, okay, I can really rewrite my life. What
Right.
do I want to fill it with? But I do want to do it the right way. So
Right.
So would
Yeah,
you
of
do
course.
research with me to find
Yeah,
out? Like,
I would. I would.
because you
I'll
also
do it.
have adult kids.
Yes, I do. I have a younger, an older son that lives on his own too. And yeah, I would.
Because let's say right now you're dependent on them, but like if the situation changes,
Right. Right.
how would you handle it? You
Mm.
need to understand.
Yeah. That's crazy. I never thought of it like that. I mean,
I never even knew this was a problem until it happened. But
right.
and in many ways, I'm so grateful because my eldest one taught me a lesson how to go through DCF. Because
Right.
actually, when we were going through childhood,
Yes.
because he explained my situation at school, they reported us.
Okay.
So that's how I wrote that book, Pouring Way to Be Happy in the Dysfunctional Family. We were
Okay.
in a blue sea motel, you could see.
Right.
So
Right.
the Now the second time around, this guy is actually liberating my soul. In many ways, I feel it's like I actually when I was a kid,
Yeah.
he also was clairvoyant. I
Right.
had a dream, meditation or like a vision where this baby is hanging out of the train, okay, and I'm
Okay.
holding on,
Yeah.
and the baby is like getting heavier and heavier. My arm is aching,
Yeah.
but I know for sure if I let go, that's it. That's the end of the baby and me.
Right. Yes.
And I hung on, and I feel literally when he jumped out of the car, it happened.
Really.
This vision I had
That's so crazy.
18 years or
Yeah.
like maybe like
See,
17 years
My
ago.
daughter's 16. Well, now she's just turned 17. But if you let your kids drop out of high school, if you sign them out, then they're basically emancipated.
What
That
does it
means-
mean emancipated?
That means that they're on their own now. You don't have any, you know what I'm saying? Like you don't
He has
have
another,
any.
I think now it is April, right? May, June, only 2 months to go for
Okay.
school. So I don't want him to drop out. I mean,
No, no.
and his,
No, of
his
course
father is very much involved with him.
Right.
So that's not going to happen. And plus,
No.
college, I'm going to support. But I'm saying what happens is they are split right now.
Okay.
So they are a team,
Right.
and I am like, playing my own.
Right.
And I am on a defense now because they are offensive.
Okay.
So, imagine one person is managing four. So I don't know which one is
Oh.
more powerful.
Trust.
So they believe I'm more powerful, but unfortunately, it's not creating a balance in spite of that. Like, even though I am trying to do my best,
Mhm.
I haven't understood my truth yet.
Mm.
So I really want to write a book on, like, balancing in
Okay.
adult child with the motherly role you play,
Yeah.
but still you're not the authority.
Right. Right. Yeah.
So it's like very interesting. It's like a very interesting space I'm holding because
Right.
because the baby father
Yes.
acts as a school principal,
Okay.
so he has more authority,
Okay.
but he is also a problem.
Right.
So he's a
So-
problem child who's the principal,
Right.
and he is also trying to control the right being
Right.
implemented.
Right.
So it's like a very sick system,
Yeah.
and that's continuing because of a certain behaviors.
Right.
So I don't think it's proper,
Right.
but at the same time to correct it with love and compassion, because I want to really implement a role, because this is the space where kids gets lost.
Right.
And literally this is the time schizophrenia happens when they
Right.
go, because when they don't know right and wrong, the
Mhm.
mind splits
Yeah.
from truth, and schizoaffective disorder starts. That's why like the college age,
Yeah.
first year they'll express schizophrenia, because when they don't know the truth properly,
Oh.
and then it gets like like a cycle.
Okay.
They'll go through dips in and out. So I really want to correct it so that like the behaviors get reset.
Right.
My elder one, like is finishing the first year. Thank God, he finished first year, so he has a little bit more outside exploration.
Right.
So he is not as influenced with the family dynamics like the second one.
Okay.
So he has a little bit more outside world view. So
Right.
I'm not worried so much about him. I feel I've done my job with him.
Right.
But
Right.
until 21 in India, you're emotionally responsible. So I'm going to be responsible anyway
Yeah.
for him.
Right.
But the middle one and my husband are very similar.
Mm.
And the younger one is definitely going to be influenced. He has 4 more years to go.
Right.
And my dad, out of respect, I have to help him, whether I like it or
Right.
not. So like
Right.
this dynamic is what I'm playing.
Mm. That's very hard.
It's hard, but
It
not
is.
Heartbreaking. Thank
Of
God
course.
I went over my heartbreak hill 2002. That is like how many 14 years ago.
Right. Right.
So
Right.
like I'm like saying
Yeah.
I'm done. Like
Yes,
so I
exactly.
not 16 years ago. 16
Oh,
years ago when
wow.
my husband called the police when I was pregnant with my third one.
Wow.
They told me I'm the abuser because he called at first. And because of that, I was homeless that night. 16
Wow.
years ago. So
That's,
that
and
is
you were pregnant.
pregnant with my third child. But before that, we were very dysfunctional.
Right.
And so we were going through DCF in and out, like, 2-3
Yeah.
times. But I didn't stand up because I was so afraid.
Right.
In 2002, when I was put out, finally I stood up.
Right.
So like I established
Yeah.
my rules and stuff.
Right.
So 16 years later, it's happening again.
Oh my goodness.
And we are married
Down
21
to-
years,
Wow.
So I think I took off my wedding ring
Yeah.
April 19th. I felt this wedding is not working.
Right.
So I said, let's end it.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I'm going to marry
you still
4
live in the
adult
same
kids.
house.
See, it is not even a marriage. It's a communal living, right? Like it's like a
See.
common law. But the only thing is, I'm going to place the mother role with 4 kids. 2
So-
foster child, 2 adult child. So 2 raised by other mothers. Like my husband, or rather my children's father was raised by another mother. My father was raised by another mother. So 2
Okay.
foster child and 2
Right.
adult child. And all of them 4 are adults. But I'm housing them. Adult daycare.
So
Or adult night care.
because I mean, so basically you stay in the same house because of the kids.
No, not really.
No.
I don't care to stay there or there.
Right.
The thing is, like, what do you want? Do you want me to stay there? You don't
Right.
want to. Right now, the rules are, unless I go to court, I'm allowed to stay.
Okay.
So it's a temporary housing for me.
Okay.
But also, I'm responsible still, whether I stay there or not. Mortgage has to be paid by me.
Right. Right.
So it's
By
like
your-
you have
only-
only financial responsibility, but not privileges.
Well, that's not cool. I don't know. This is why I don't get married.
No, the behavior in this country, there's no legal consequence.
No.
There is
There-
nobody who would be arrested
There's
for
no
behaving bad.
justice.
No, justice is what is screwing us up.
Yeah.
See, the thing is, like, justice is the
Because there's
exact
none.
reason
Mhm.
that we are failing.
Mhm.
But that's okay. I'm saying I can live provided I understand the rules now.
Right.
So I'm going to rewrite my rules.
Okay.
So what we decided, like, because first and third weekend is my weekend.
Yeah.
To be away.
Yeah.
So this weekend, so like upcoming weekend is my weekend to be with the family. So I
Right.
need to understand, like, what is the expectation? Like, am I supposed to just
Right.
stay there, not worry, except for the younger one? Like, I just needed it
Right.
all laid out so that,
Yeah.
like, mentally, what am I expected?
Right. Exactly. Yeah. That's great.
It's very interesting turning
No,
point
that
in my
is.
life.
That's It's very interesting. I mean, because
I can get a weekend job, go to Florida every other weekend,
Right,
work in
yeah,
Florida. Like,
go ahead,
my whole
do it.
life opened up. My
I
own.
only live once, so
Yes. So I think for me, that's what I'm going to do.
Yeah.
I'm really opening up another chapter
Right.
in my life. So because I really don't need to physically be around. So
yes,
in many ways, it's very liberating.
right,
But at the same time, I'm trying to understand what is the legal accountability, because then I can add more. See,
Right.
once I understand
right,
legally what's expected, I can
Right.
always balance more as a bonus.
right.
But if I don't understand and fail that one, I'll get into trouble. So I am
Right.
at a crossroads.
Yeah, you need to understand that. I guess. I mean, that would be very important.
Have you ever encountered this problem before?
Never. Well, I mean, I don't know all the you know what I'm saying? So it's kind of hard to answer questions like that because I don't know the whole background. You know what I'm
the
saying?
background doesn't matter. The thing is,
Not
being
but,
responsible for 4 adults
well,
financially
if
and
you
not
want
understanding
to-
the rules.
Yeah. Well,
Like, what is my obligations? That's all I'm. Or rather, not even obligation. What my responsibility? Because
right.
obligation is not the right word. Because
Well, I mean,
law is
If
like
they're
very, very
above-
strict.
If they're over 18, I mean, they should be able to provide for themselves. Not by now. I mean, obviously, if they're your children, you take care of them no matter what. I
No, but
mean,
like, what does the law say though?
the law, I mean, after 18, you're basically on your own. You know what I'm saying?
So
You
there
don't
is
have
no
child support, no nothing. You know what I mean? Like that you would have if they were under 18. You know what I'm saying? So the only one that financially you'd be responsible for would be your youngest. That's it. But your other 2 are above 18. They're
And how much should I
Considered-
pay for the baby father?
you shouldn't pay him anything really. I don't understand
No,
why.
by law, I heard after 10 years there is alimony they are entitled for. Like
No way.
I'm asked to provide for them. That's what I heard.
No, no, because my sister was with her husband for they were together for 25 years, and they were married for oh my god, I can't even remember how many years they were married for, but she never he cheated on her too, even with a woman in their own bed in their house, okay, and he didn't even have to pay. Like she couldn't go after him for alimony or nothing like that. No, nothing. Like you shouldn't have to pay for him for nothing. What? Why? You know what
Plus,
I
I
mean?
heard by law, whoever makes money pays half of their income to the spouse. Is that true? He is getting
Mm,
paid more than half of what I make anyway.
no way. I've never heard of that. Really.
I
I
need to
mean,
look into it.
yeah, definitely. Because you shouldn't have to pay him